So far, the best part about being a JAG is just really feeling like you have your hands in a process. It's not so much ethereal, it's not just purely logic. You're not just looking at a statute and interpreting it and writing a brief. I feel like I have met my clients face to face. I've seen the ships they've worked on. I've seen the direct result of advice we have given and how it has influenced the people on that ship. Everything from, letting MWR come in and facilitating the paperwork to have them do events, to seeing the result of a summary court-martial as it's going on right in front of me, something I've worked with and put together the binder for from start to finish. And I think that's something that JAGs get that you don't get so much in the civilian world, especially young attorneys in the civilian world, where you're generally just doing the prep work and you're very rarely ever getting to kind of see the result of what you do. So I'm currently stationed over in Yokosuka, Japan at the Region Legal Service Office, which, contrary to the name, actually handles most of the Pacific region. I'm currently working in command services, so essentially the duties of a staff judge advocate. It's a neat position for a first tour because it's one of the only departments in which you kind of get the full-on experience of being a JAG in that position. It's everything from text over the weekend regarding we had someone show up drunk on duty, what is the next thing we absolutely have to do, to should we bring someone to court-martial or not, should we accept a gift, should we send a gift, do we need to speak to an ethics counselor. That's a lot of what we direct people when you must speak to an ethics counselor, because a lot of people don't even know there's only certain people qualified to be ethics counselors. We've even had things ranging from freedom of expression all the way to can we give out excess supplies to the public. And being in Japan, we also deal with the SOFA agreement, of course, and our relationship with the Japanese and if we are maintaining that relationship properly. I want to keep up the variety. It's always new. And I even kind of like being a first tour once you change departments because after 6 months you get to go do something else. It's part of the reason I would like to be a staff judge advocate is SJAs deal with a wide variety of issues. However, the same goes for trial. You really never know what's going to pop around the corner and things are so much more dynamic than people think they are. Things move at quick paces, slow paces. They come from all regions of the world. Sometimes you're dealing with a case that started in San Diego and it's gone clear across the world, hit in Australia, and then come over to Rilso, Japan. So I just want the variety to continue. I want there to be something new every day. Well, I actually come from a family with a naval history. My grandfather was an enlisted submariner. My father was in ROTC and actually decided not to go full with his commission, but I grew up in the tradition. My grandfather unfortunately passed away a few years ago, but the Navy was always a large part of his life, and in his memory, I wanted to also serve my country, and of course could not do it in any other department but the Navy.